time to get cozy on the couch again. Let's listen to the next chapter of Junie B, first grader Dumb Bunny. Got Tank here with me. He's trying to take his nap. Today I'm going to start reading Chapter 5, The Jelly Bean Game. Lucille's daddy clapped his hands loud together. Boys and girls, please find a seat up at one of the picnic tables. Lunch will be served shortly, he called. I waited to see where Sheldon was going to sit. May waited too, because both of us had to keep track of that guy, of course. Only too bad for me, because as soon as Sheldon picked a table, Lucille sat right down next to him, and Varun, May slid on the other side, and I got shut out. Wait! Hold it! No fair, I said. Then I quick tried to squeeze myself between May and Sheldon, but May wouldn't budge herself. I did a grrr face at her. May hissed like a snake. I stood there very puzzled. I do not actually have a comeback for a hiss. Finally, I went to the other side of the table and I sat down across from them. That dumb May, I grumped just to myself. She keeps getting one step ahead of me today. Plus, Sheldon is one step ahead of me too. I looked across the table. Lucille was whispering to Sheldon very secret. May leaned her head over and she listened through Sheldon's other ear. Whispers come right through Sheldon's head, apparently. I put my chin in my hands. I don't stand a chance in this egg hunt, I said to her. He gave me a little pat. Sometimes a little pat is all a friend can do. Only guess what? Just then something very nice happened. And it's called Lucille's Nana walked over to where I was sitting, and she sat in a chair at the end of my table. I jumped up real thrilled. Nana, look, it's me, it's Junie B. Jones, and you are sitting exactly right next to me, I shouted. The Nana glanced her eyes at Lucille's mother and daddy. Yes, I know, dear. I lost the coin toss, she said, kind of annoyed. I sat back down and tickled her arm. This reminds me of when we ate dinner together last year, I said. That was very fun, except I accidentally broke your crystal glass. Remember that, Nana? Huh? Do you? The Nana nodded. Oh, yes, I remember, she said. I thought back. Plus, I accidentally busted your feather pillow, and if I'm not mistaken, I spilled beanie weenies on your expensive linen tablecloth, I said. The Nana looked at me. You're not mistaken, she said back. I smiled and patted her hand. Good times, I said real soft. May heard me talking. Well, Lucille and I are going to have good times too, right, Lucille? When I come to swim in your pool, that will really be good times, I said. Sheldon looked at her and grinned. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched, May, he said. The Nana did a little chuckle. I think you mean hatched, dear. It's don't count your chickens before they're hatched, not hashed, she said. Sheldon raised his eyebrows. Really? Are you sure? Because at our house, my Aunt Bunny brings chicken hash for dinner every Sunday, he said. Chicken hash is her specialty. He smiled real proud. Aunt Bunny was a chef in prison, he said. Banana's face went funny. She lowered her head to the table, and she rested her cheek on her napkin. I leaned my face down next to hers. Speaking of bunnies, Lucille said, the Easter Bunny would be here today, only I haven't actually seen him yet. And so, where is he anyway, Nana? I asked. Lucille did a huff at me. Nosy Junie B. Jones, why did you have to ask that question, she said. My Nana does not want to talk about that. Do you, Nana? You made a teensy little mistake about the bunny, and you don't want anyone to know how you almost ruined the party. The Nana did a little groan. Lucille kept on talking. My Nana was in charge of hiring the Easter Bunny. Only instead of hiring the real Easter Bunny, she hired a cheap, fake Easter Bunny. Right, Nana? The Nana did not reply. Lucille went on. The fake bunny came to our house to get his pay yesterday, only his fur was real matty, and the top of his ear was chewed off. But he told my Nana that he freshened up nicely. And so Nana gave him cash money in advance. And then he walked out the front door, and he never came back. And Nana raised her head. Thank you, Lucille, she said. Thank you for sharing with everyone. You're welcome, Nana, said Lucille, very pleasant. You're welcome. And Nana rolled her eyes. Lucille does not understand sarcastic, I believe. Just then, Lucille's daddy stood up at the picnic table, and he said it was time to get this show on the road. He held up a silver bell and rang it in the air. Ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. Then boom, waiters started bringing food from all over the place, and it was the deliciousest food I ever saw. There were barbecued hamburgers and tasty hot dogs and crispy chicken fingers and crunchy salad and yummy potato chips and Swedish pickles, plus there were even delicious devilish eggs. Whoa, what a spread, I said. I stuffed a devilish egg in my mouth. Also, I stuffed in a pickle and some chips and a giant chicken finger. I didn't stop stuffing for a real long time. Then finally, I leaned back and I rubbed my big back tummy. Whew, I'm about to bust a gusset, I said. Are you, Nana? Huh? Are you about to bust a gusset too? Nana frowned her eyebrows. Ladies don't bust gussets, Junie B, she said. I was surprised to hear that information. Really? I said. Then what do ladies bust? Roger raised his hand. At our house, we bust our guts, he said. Herb smiled. At our house, we bust our buttons, he said. Sheldon stood up. At our house, we just unzip our pants, he said. After that, everyone at our table laughed and laughed, except not for the Nana. Finally, all of us got finished eating, and the waiters took our plates away. Then, wowie, wow, wow, Lucille's daddy brought out the most beautiful box I ever saw. It was wrapped in shiny yellow paper with whirly-curly ribbons. He held it way high in the air so all of us can see. Whoa! Whose birthday is it? I shouted, real excited. Lucille jumped up and giggled. That's not a birthday present, Junie B. It's a game prize, she said. Before we hunt for eggs, we're going to play a very fun game, and whoever wins the prize will get the thrill of a lifetime. Right, Daddy? The daddy smiled. Well, we certainly hope the winner will be thrilled, he said. It's a pretty good prize, we think. Just then he put down the box and he pulled a jar of jelly beans out of a paper bag. This game is called the jelly bean game, he said. Can everyone see all the jelly beans in the jar? We've got lots of colors, don't we? We've got reds and yellows and blues and blacks and greens and oranges and whites. He stopped and held up his finger. But, he said, in this whole big jar of jelly beans, there is just one purple. All of us made a hushy sound. Ooh, we said together. Just one purple? One? The daddy smiled. Then he put the jar back in the bag so we couldn't see the colors anymore. Okay, I'm going to walk around to each picnic table and each of you will have a chance to reach in the jar and pull out a jelly bean, he said. But remember, you may only pull out one, okay? Okay, we hollered. Okay, okay. Lucille hurried over and held up the beautiful box. And remember this too. The first person to pull out the purple jelly bean will get this prize, she said. The thrill of a lifetime. All of us clapped and clapped. We bounced and wiggled and wiggled and clapped, and we waited for the jelly bean jar to come to us. It was the nervousest wait of my life, I think, because what if someone got the purple jelly bean before I even got a turn? That would ruin my whole entire chance. I put my hands in front of my eyes, then I peeked through my fingers, and I watched the children pick. Roger's table went first. He picked a red bean. Then Camille picked an orange bean, and Chanel picked a green bean, and Shirley picked a blue bean. My table came next. My heart beat faster. Jose picked a yellow bean. Then Lenny picked a white bean, and May picked another white bean, and Sheldon had picked a black bean. And then at last, it was time for me. My heart was pounding like crazy. I bent over and I did some deep breathing. The daddy held the bag to me. I breathed some more. Okay, Junie B, he said, anytime now. I stood up and did a gulp. Then very slow, I reached my hand inside the bag and I felt all around for purple. I wrinkled my eyebrows, were curious. What does purple feel like, I wonder? I said just to myself. The daddy said, please hurry up. I swished my fingers through the jar some more, and all of a sudden I felt it. I tell you, I felt purple. It felt roundish and beanish and purplish. I grabbed it real tight. Then I quickly pulled my hand out of the jar, and I opened my fingers, and guess what? Guess what? Guess what? And that's the end of chapter 5, so we'll have to come back. And here's a picture of Junie B reaching her hand down in the bag. So come back next time and we'll see if it tells us what she pulled out of the bag. Bye, guys.